Sp4zie and plenty.
Hello YouTube, Sp4zie coming right at you. I'm sorry about my voice, I am a little bit sick. It looks like the numerous airplane rides lately has gotten to me. First South Korea, now LA, and now... but never mind that, I'll try and pull it together, and we're gonna look at the new champion, Kalista. She's a marksman for the bot lane. She's got a mechanic to bound herself with an ally. She can jump around like a little vein on steroids. Ooh, and also this. But let's dive into those abilities. First things first, Kalista starts the game with a black spear in her inventory, which she can use on an ally to become Oathborn. Basically, it creates this little weird thing in between her and the support, usually. And they will, for the remainder of the game, have some abilities that work together, as you will see. The passive is called Martial Poise, and it defines her a huge way because when she auto-attacks, you cannot cancel them by walking as any other champion in the league. Instead, if you click while loading up the auto-attack, she will, as soon as the auto-attack leaves her, sort of jump into that direction. The jump is a little bigger when you jump backwards, so that makes for good kiting, but you can also use this to chase down people very effectively. Now, I do want to say that this is on the PBE. I have around 200 ping when I play on the PBE, which means that I can't really do what is necessary to be done in order to showcase the strength of her. It's super tricky for me to sort of like jump in between each auto attack because I just can't do it with that lag, man. I'm used to playing on like 12 ping, what the hell. So just keep that in mind while watching, please. Her Q is called Pierce. Brosnan. No, okay. And it's pretty straightforward. It's a skill shot projectile with long range that if it kills the first target it hits, it keeps on going. So you can last hit a minion and sort of like get some harass in on the ADC in the back. You can also use this with your passive, so after you've launched it, you can like sort of jump forward or to the side or backwards. And it also applies some of the other things to do with the other skills, which we'll get into right now. Her W is called Sentinel, which sends out a little ghoul that patrols a huge area. This is basically like a hawkshot for match, only way better in the early game. I mean, geez. The little ghoul will patrol for 7 laps or until they are killed before they disappear. So if you send it through like the entire river, it's gonna stay there for a while. And if they spot a champion, they're revealed for 4 seconds. It's on a cooldown, but you can also store charges, so if you haven't used them in a while, it'll be, you know, quicker to use 2 of them. I mean, these are ideal for like objective vision. Like if you're taking a Drake, you can send them out towards the blue buff or towards the Wraith if you're on the opposite team to sort of get that crucial vision to see if someone's coming in to steal it or something like that. But there's also a passive. When you and the person you are bound to attacks the same target within 1.5 seconds to each other, you proc this passive and deal a little chunk of their maximum health as magic damage. And this can be triggered by your Q, so if your support tags a target with an auto attack, you can sort of Q from long range to proc the passive. Then there's the E, called Rend. And if it's not on cooldown, this means that Kalista's auto attack will sort of like stack on her target. It looks pretty cool. It looks like that big spears coming out of them. Like, nice. They stay there for 4 seconds, and it's sort of like an expunge of Twitch, because when you activate it, you sort of like rip these apart and you deal some damage, physical damage that is. But if you max your Q for poke, it's going to deal less damage than expunge, but it still deals a slow while activated. So while it can be used as a finisher, I do see the potential of the utility here. And again, the Q is going to work with this as well. So if you Q them from afar, you can activate the E to start a slow and sort of catch up to them, as well as using your passive or jumping forward, and you have suddenly become like this chasing beast of death. But at the same time, if it kills a target, the cooldown of Rend is completely reset. While you could argue that this is like to sort of enhance it to be used as a finisher, I would say it's more useful for pushing minions early on. Pushing the bot lane for a quick level 2 is important for lane dominance, and the fact that if you and your support attack the same target, you trigger bonus damage, and the fact that you can use this E to sort of last hit the minion and then move on to the next minion makes you a very strong potential early push, sort of level 2 go aggressive type of lane thingy. Wow, that was a good phrasing. And the ultimate, Fate's Call. If you're close enough to your support or the person that you've used the bound, the oath-sworn thingy, whatchamacallit on, you will click your ultimate to make them untargetable, but they can't do anything but this ability that they get, which is they can click to sort of like fly out of you in a way and then stop at the first enemy champion they hit. This will create a knockback to that enemy and sort of like the enemies around it in a small radius, and the support will then be placed at maximum attack range from the enemy that you hit. Well, this ultimate is pretty versatile. You can use it to sort of chase and even engage in team fights, but that will put you on a slightly dangerous position in terms of the backline, if you want to reach them, that is. But it can definitely be used for that. It can also be used as an extremely strong kiting tool. Say you're playing with a Braum, it just adds on top of like his kit. He starts peeling for you. You pop the ultimate, which by the way can also save him if he sort of like went with the old I'm gonna save you and die for it. Then it can just reactivate it to proc yet another knockup, and you can follow that up with the extreme kiting potential. So yeah, a lot of kiting can definitely be done with this as well. Some final words. First of all, shout out to all the people that was in this game helping me out with this preview. Thank you so much. But we were all playing on this like PBE sort of ping, which is so difficult, especially with this character. So I'm having a hard time to actually say where I think this is gonna be. The only thing I can say is that I'm really looking forward playing this champion live with good ping, so you can really utilize the kitiness, the hippity hop, back and forth type thing, and hitting some spot on ultimates with some people that you're actually on like voice cam with, so you can actually time it correctly. Because this champion does require some good synergy with the support or the Oath Wound or whatever it's called to sort of make the most out of it. But I do feel that any ADC with a lot of mobility is a strong ADC. The auto attack range is actually not so bad for the utility that she has. Again, PvE, anything could change, but right now I definitely see potential and I'm looking forward to playing her live. And that's gonna be it for this video, friends. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to hit the like button. That really helps me out in what I do. What do you think? Leave a little comment down below and we can discuss what people think about this champion. OP, not OP? You let me know, okay? If you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do that right now. I release 3 videos a week. Most of it is League of Legends related, and you won't be disappointed. I am now gonna rest my voice, my god, because I think I deserve it. Alright guys, love you very much. Like always, this has been Sp4zie, and I'm out.